Hey everybody, welcome back to Lemon Branch DIY, and today we're taking another look at how to upgrade the navigation system in your Chevy or GMC car. Now, there is a lot that has changed since the last time I've done this video, and there's a lot of things that I think that every GM owner needs to know about these upgrades. Stick with me because I'm going to show you how easy it really is. Okay, you guys, so there's four main ways that you can update your navigation system. First, you could do it through the dealership or through GM's navigation site. The second would be do it yourself by finding an aftermarket SD card. The third way is doing your navigation maps on your phone for either CarPlay or Android. And then the fourth would be actually having to replace the whole infotainment system or your entertainment system, your audio system. You can swap that out with the new navigation maps as well. So let's kind of break this apart, and I'm going to show you the advantages, the pros and cons for each of them. Okay, so before we get too far, I wanted to kind of address some of the questions that I get over and over and over again from my last video. So in my last video, everybody's like, just use Android and CarPlay. We'll get to that in a minute. Yes, I admit I use that 90% of the time. So why then would you want to upgrade? Well, I like the internal system for a couple reasons. First of all, I like being able to drive into the backwoods, go on hikes, do different things like that. Well, once we leave civilization, if you will, we start heading up into the mountains or into some of these back trails. If you don't have cell towers, you lose your maps. So that's what I like. It's kind of a backup system for me. I like to be able to have my maps. Well, these SD cards or being able to upgrade your navigation maps that are inside your vehicle, it will continue to work even if you're off the grid. The second thing that I really like, it's a first world problem, I know, but I have the heads-up display. In the newer vehicles, it doesn't matter. The Android Play and everything will send the navigation up into the heads-up display. Mine doesn't do that. Mine's just enough old. If I use CarPlay or Android Auto, the navigation turns don't flip up into my heads-up display. And if I update the internal system, I'm able to do that. So I kind of like to go back and forth, you know, just for that reason. So that's a couple reasons why you would want to upgrade your system. Now let's talk about if you go to the dealership to have the navigation updated there. Now, this is the caveat to that. Not all of the vehicles are going to have an upgrade. Once they start getting a little bit older, and in my experience, once they're past, like if they're earlier than like 2019, 2018, we start getting into some gray area there. There may not be an update available. So you need to go to the GM navigation website to see if your car even has an updated navigation. Okay, I have been asked this question hundreds of times about how do I know if my car even has an update available. So here's how you do it. You're gonna go into Google or your search engine, and you're gonna type in GM navigation update, okay? And you're gonna go to GM navigation update, and it's gonna bring up this right here, GM navigation store, GM navigation systems. If you do wanna watch my other video, that's actually this one. We've had so many views, this is the one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our make, which is a GMC. So we're gonna add in GMC, and it's a 2020. And I have a Sierra. So see how it starts to auto-populate? So I'm just gonna click on that, and I do have an update available. Now, it's the Info 3 map update. Now, you can see that the first problem is it's out of stock, but second, it's $149.99 plus $8.95 for shipping. Now, that's great if I could actually get it. What they don't tell you, though, is in order for this update to actually work, or for this SD card to actually work, you have to have a specific download that only your local dealership can do, and it's the TSB 19-NA-279. Now, if your vehicle does not have this particular firmware update, this SD card will not work. But I wanted to at least show you how you would find out if your car is compatible. Okay, so now that you've checked the website, for this vehicle, you can see that I did have an SD card that was available. The $149.99, it's out of stock. So here's the problem with that. It does require the new software upload. Okay, so as I was just talking about, the software, no matter what, you got to buy the SD card and you have to have the firmware update. So the problem with that is right now the SD card's not even available. Who knows if they're even going to get them in stock. If you take it to the dealership, they are glad to do it. They can force a software update for you, and just depends on what their rate is for the hour. So for my local dealership, they charge $209 per hour, so that's just what it is. You have no choice but to pay that $209. So $209 gets you a technician, they get in the vehicle, they hook the computer up to the vehicle, and then force a download for the software and firmware that is required to do these new SD cards. So if it goes over that 1 hour, then you have to pay another $209. So you could be potentially looking at about a $418 charge just to get the firmware downloaded. I did actually find a workaround for this SD card. I found an aftermarket one that has all the exact same information, and it's a really good card as long as you're able to get the download. So I should mention that this Anter, so this right here is the card. So Anter sent me a couple cards to test, and so this one here is the one that goes along with that new software. If you're able to do the software, then you would just do this, and it's very simple. You just plug it in, very much the same as how you do these other SD cards, which I'll get to, but you just plug it in, and then you'd have the most recent 25-26 updates. This one is the most current, but it's the most expensive. Okay, so the second card that I'm gonna recommend, this one I have tested a lot of cards, you guys, and this one right here is, you don't get any errors, and it is way more up to date from even my previous video that I did. The SD card that I did in my last video was a 2022-2023 version. So since then, this other card that is $35.99, it does not require doing any firmware updates or anything. It will give you a much more current map. It's just not in the last year or so. So it will work. And this is the most flawless of any of the cards that I've tested. And I've tested so many cards now. This one is an amazing card. So let me show you how to install this one. If you do go the GM route, you'll do it exactly the same. So let me show you how to install it. This is how easy this is to install this SD card. So we've got the other card in, and where the SD card is located is right here in the center console. I've got the little SD card here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pop the card out. So that's the old card. I'm gonna toss it off to the side. And then I'm gonna put this new 3512 card in. Just gonna slide it right down in here. Now it's going to give us a message of it needs to initialize, so let's go ahead and get to the screen. So I'm going to hit the home button, then we're going to go into navigation. SD card message. Okay, once initialized, this SD card can only be used for navigation in this vehicle. So we're going to hit confirm. So it is going to initialize this card. Okay, so let's go ahead and test to make sure that the card is actually working. So I'm just going to put in like Walmart. So we'll put in Walmart. There's Walmart right there. It looks like it gave me a bunch of different Walmarts, Supercenter, Walmart, Supercenter. So it is definitely finding stuff. And then if I want to go to like this one right here, I can push on this map, and then it's like 19 minutes away. Go ahead and hit there. The new destination has just started. So it looks like everything's working really, really good. So that is how easy it is. That's it. Done. Okay, so let's talk about the third option that you have, and this is the one that almost everybody is using right now, and that's just doing your Android Auto or your CarPlay. Okay, so if you want to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, like with my car, my truck, it's a 2020, I am tied to this cord that's down here, so I always have to hook my phone to this in order for it to display up here. So I'm going to show you something really, really cool. So what this thing is called is CarlinKit. And this little guy here basically eliminates the cord here. So I can plug it in up here, or I like to put it back here in my console because I have a little USB right here. This here now communicates with my phone and makes it Bluetooth. So up here, now if I come up here, you'll notice I can get rid of the cord. No more cord now. and I can just come up here and it automatically comes up. So now my truck is now cordless. So kind of a cool little thing here, and I'll leave a link in the description down below for this little guy, but it's just the CarlinKit is what it is. Okay, so then obviously the last one, and this is gonna be, you know, I definitely don't recommend doing this because you're gonna have to have somebody do it for you, and that is just taking the entire infotainment system out or your radio and then upgrading to an aftermarket that has some other type of navigation in it. Most of the time, those are just gonna be the same thing that we're talking about that these screens are already gonna do, and that's either gonna be your Apple CarPlay or your Android Auto. The advantage of doing that is most of the time, if you're gonna do that, you can get a much nicer screen, a bigger screen, better resolution, and so there's some other cool tech that you can get along with that. So that would be a fourth option. But for what we're talking about today, I think the easiest is going to be just getting this SD card and just throwing it in, drive it around for the next couple years, and at least it'll update your maps. It's going to at least keep your navigation up and running. All right, you guys, there you have it. It's not that difficult of a process. It just depends on which route you want to go. Now, if you just are one that has to stick with the GM, just know it's going to cost you quite a bit. If you don't want to do that and you want to do it yourself, don't forget I have left the links down below for how you get these SD cards, and don't forget to put that special Lemon DIY code in there to save you 10% so you can get it even cheaper. Or if you just don't want to mess with it and you're okay with just doing the Android or the Apple Play, that's fine too. Just wanted to give you kind of these updates and let you know what your options are. And you may not be able to, depending on if your vehicle is not it's not eligible for an upgrade. But there you have it. I just wanted to give you those options, and thanks for joining us today, you guys. If you did like this, you know, make sure you like it. Go ahead and share this video, and it will help so many more people just know how to navigate in their vehicles. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you on the next video.